Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We're here in Farming Simulator 22, obviously. And it is a beautiful morning. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning here on May the 1st. And we've got some changes to the farm. Nothing, well, yeah, there are some major ones, but nothing too drastic, I would think. First of all, we bought some wooded areas that we're going to, well, hate to admit it, but we're going to remove all the trees. As you can see, we've already started to do down there. Kind of get a perimeter going and kind of working our way in. Selling the lumber off over here at the lumber mill that I actually purchased as well. And we're going to be making this into some fertile fields. Those trees are trippy with the way they're moving, being up here. And then we have this field over here. Now they do have a road going up the middle that is going to be going away, and same with that road there. Now before we get into that, let's get this drone over here to a new part of our farm, because that's right, we have started. Oop, need to go down, not up. We have actually got some animals that we're going to be taking care of. So this here is a cattle barn. I do not have it maxed out at the moment. I got 40 head. 40 head of cattle right now. And as you can tell, some of them are sleeping. They're enjoying life out here, basically. And there's nothing wrong with that. This does have automation as far as feeding. These are milk cattle as well. As you can tell, they're on the bottom right hand corner. They have not started producing any milk, and that's because, even though they don't look it, I bought young cattle. Basically, to start them off and get them going. They've already been weaned, they're on grass, but they're just very young. They have not yet matured. Everything else we're looking good at. Slurry, doesn't look bad at all. Hop over this. You can tell here that cattle are being fed very well. And it's being, yeah, I agree. And it is being kept up very nice and neat as well. And just over here, well, through that opening is that guy. And the way this works is that is an overhead crane, essentially. It'll come over here, it'll weigh out what it needs, it'll pull from here, add it to the excuse me, add it to the mixer. Had a frog jump in my throat there. And same with these other two. So as long as I keep these filled with grass for the most part, my cattle will always be fed. And then I need to trim the tree because apparently it's growing through. Wow, okay. Did not notice that. I don't think that's a tree I planted. I could be wrong though. But yeah, I think that does that twice a day. It'll come out here. It'll basically make one trip down. If I recall correctly, I don't remember reading the manual all the way through, but I believe what it does is it has a laser on the one side. It registers where the cattle feed is at in terms of height. You know, just how much is sitting there. Then as it makes its return path back, it'll push everything back up along the side and fill up where needed. It's actually pretty sweet. I would show you the milk area. Well, those three areas right there are where the cattle get milked, to be honest. It's automated. They can go in there whenever they want. I can make my big butt through here. But yeah, you can see there, it'll automatically sense where the udders are, it'll attach to it, and it'll milk them. And then when it's done milking, they pop off, and once everything is done, the cow is released to go back into the herd. My understanding is that, I'm trying to talk here. My understanding is that cattle love this way because they're not pushed into through a brick wall like that. Wow, you're a strong cow. they're not pushing and milking when they don't want. Whenever they feel the need to, they can just go right in. No set times. It works out well for everyone. The only thing I need to do is collect the milk. And this is our slurry collector here as well. Which something happened. I'm going to blame Paul for that, but they got knocked out of alignment. It was sitting nice and pretty right underneath that. So anytime that gets full, I can just fill it up. And the other animal we have, as you can see the head poking through the door here, is chickens. Got 46 of these guys. Wow, 46. I thought they're reproducing pretty well, apparently. They don't quite have a pallet yet of eggs, which looks like it's going to take a while, which, whatever. Do have one rooster here. I may get a second one, depending on how things are looking. And it's also going to depend on... hello. Hi. You just wanted to say hi, didn't you? It'll just depend on how well he's doing as far as producing. Because yes, I do want him to be able to produce fertile eggs, so that way we can continue to increase our brood. But aside from that, everything is pretty simple with these guys. But let's get back over to where we're looking at. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Yeah. There's the button I want. Okay. So this is the beast that we've been running, kind of getting everything going. It is mulching everything on the ground. We're going to be using that for the time being. And then we're going to go through and plow it, get it ready for planting. I think, at least for this year, I may be able to get these two fields ready to go by fall. Worst case, they're going to be plowed up and ready to go for next spring. With the other fields, let me hop up in the truck here, grab my tablet. All right. There we go, got my tablet out. Okay, so, as you can tell, we're in this spot right here. And those are all the trees that we got. We're going to be getting that all plowed up. Obviously, once I get everything mulched up, I'm going to go back through, replant some grass along the roads, just to kind of give that boundary so we're not planting and harvesting right against, a line of traffic. And that is a relatively decently trafficked road. So we don't want to cause any issues in that regard. These other fields, they're just grown away. We did also buy field 11 over here, which that I believe... Oh yeah, and field 25. Field 25 is cotton. I don't know if I want to get too much into cotton, so I may just harvest that and then go back to my usual. But let's see here. Field 11 is barley. Sweet, so I got 3 fields of barley. The only downside with field 11... Excuse me, dogs. I'm trying to talk here. Don't know what they barked at. I will try to remember in editing to lower the volume of that if it's too loud. And if I forget, guys, I apologize. I greatly apologize. But yeah, the downside with field 11 and 25 is it has all those stones. I am not looking forward to that. That's not going to be fun. I mean, granted, these 2 fields, it's to be expected because they've never been plowed. Sorry, something was vibrating on my desk and it wasn't my phone. That was odd. Squirrel Day. Wow. Anyway, enough of the squirrels. But yeah, so that's the way we're looking right now. We're we're owning almost half the map, or a quarter of the map. I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to own too much more than that. If anything, I'm going to probably use find some flat lands, so that way I can expand my animal pens. Because I do want to get some sheep, and probably pigs as well. And I don't know if I want to go beef cattle. Probably will, but who knows. But since we're here, let's get this fired up. And with the way I'm going, I am trying to... That's the boundary of the map right there. And unfortunately, it's not too kind as far as letting me be very close to it. Because I can't turn right. I can go straight, I just can't turn right. But as you can see there, it is mulching things up. So we're going to be doing this for a bit. Like I said, I am looking at cutting these trees down. Get out of that for a second. The equipment I have is that guy. This is what I've been using to cut down trees. So I've already cut down quite a handful of trees. And taken them and sold them. So that's going to be my plan for the rest of today. And then when we get this ready to get these fields plowed up, I think I'll catch back up with you guys. Maybe. We'll see. Good morning, everybody. I definitely overslept a little bit this morning. Good old iced cappuccino to wake me up. Not that big of a coffee fan, but I do thoroughly enjoy my cappuccinos. Yeah, I'm a fancy farmer. Yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock, and I definitely overslept. I spent a good chunk of from the time I stopped filming with you guys, I spent the rest of the day till very early in the morning, working over in that field. I actually need to grab the fuel tanker because my mulcher is almost out of fuel. The other equipment should still be good, but while I have the tanker over there, we're going to take a look at that. Come back just a little bit more. There we go. Alright. So, on our way to the field, we're going to swing by the animal pens, or the animal barns, and just take a look, check in on them, make sure they're doing alright. I still haven't fixed my mailbox that someone knocked over. Didn't realize we had that big of a bump there. But yeah, we're going to go over, check in on our cattle, check in on our chickens. Grapes look like they're coming in alright. And then we're going to go over and get the mulcher fueled up. I think I have almost enough lumber to haul to get that sold again, or milled down. We are building, or we are making 2x4s essentially, you know, dimensional lumber, not just 2x4s, but we are making dimensional lumber from all that wood. So that is a good thing. Just gonna pull right into here. Mainly because it's a nice big turnaround. Let's go in here. Man, it's so hungry, he's burying half of her head into that. That must be some good chow. Alright. Let's come in here. Come on, Bessie, move. Thank you. Water looks to be in good order. No issues in that one. I believe there is another one. Yeah, there it is, over here. Yep, water's coming in that one just fine as well. So we are looking good there. Let's see here. I may have to see about getting a hoof trimmer out here to just do some preventative maintenance on my cattle. Get their hooves trimmed up. With them being out here, out here in the grass. Yes, I know I'm talking. Between being out here in the grass and then in here, they really don't have much in terms of being able to wear down their hooves. So getting a hoof trimmer in here to take a look at the cattle that I have, or at least half of them or a quarter of them, however many that he can do, or she. I'm not sure who I'm going with. Just to kind of help them, my cattle, maintain their health. So these girls are all looking good. Let's go take a look at the chickens real quick, make sure they don't need any feed. And then we're gonna go take a look at where I stand on that field. I do have a few options running around my head on how to do it. Kind of how I have it worked out now is I might be splitting that one field. Well, not splitting in half, but splitting it regardless. So, okay, and these girls are all looking good. Can I go in here? I'll take a look in through here. Food looks to be in good order. Yeah, food is in working order just fine. I'll have to keep an eye on it here in the next couple days. If we get any more chickens, I will have to fill it. So, and there's my big rooster. He's having a heck of a time going through a concrete wall. Really, dude? Got freaking Houdini over here. As I pull one myself. Anyway. Enough of that. Let's get over to the other barn. Or not other barn. Get over to where the woodwork is happening. So yeah, I gotta get the animal care and embedded in my mind to check that every morning. With the automated feed system, it makes it a heck of a lot easier to handle and maintain. But in the event that breaks down, I want to still be able to know that my cattle and chickens are being well taken care of. Because they are a very big investment. Especially when I decide to buy as young as possible to start off. May not have been in my best interest, but at least I didn't have to worry about investing in a bull just yet. Ooh, look at that nice freshly turned dirt. Didn't see it much last night when I was over here. So at least for this first year, my plan is to do this part here that I have turned over, well, mulched up anyway. Hold on a second, let me get over here closer to the mulcher so that way we can get that fuel line ran. And I suck at backing these trailers up. I can back up a semi-trailer for the most part, but these smaller trailers, heck of a time. There we go. Turn that engine off. Is that on mute? Okay. Man, that thing really got dirty last night. So yeah, I'm thinking about using this drive as a barrier between this field and what it will eventually be the field over here. This actually is a decent size plot of land. I don't need a massive plot over here. And if I can break these two fields up and do the same with on the other side of the road, have a smaller field for something than that larger field, I might just do that. I can also just decide to go in, tear out that gravel. I'm not going to bury it. I'm going to instead, if I get rid of it, take that gravel and move it elsewhere. And then just bring in dirt so that way it kind of levels everything out. But as you can tell, the mulcher did a decent job. Didn't get everything because we saw these big limbs I'm going to have to go through, collect, and get loaded up so that way it doesn't damage my plows or anything like that. But it did a decent job of just turning over the top layer of soil. I am going to go through and mulcher actually did a very decent job of getting all that greenery, except for this kind of ivy type stuff. I don't know why. You're still standing. But it did a decent job getting all that organic material, everything that was on the forest floor, turned over into the soil, and just taking the plow and getting that down even further, get that organic matter down into the ground. This is going to help, hopefully help my plants grow that much more. Yeah, so, what are you doing? Why didn't you get ground out? Let's get ground out. I'm starting it. Yeah, I got a few things to pick up around here. What? Physics, help me. Now walking under that, and looks like there's another similar thing over there. We're just gonna get the equipment. I'm gonna use that guy right there to grab a hold of it and see if we can get that loose. Yeah, I'm gonna need all my focus for that, so unfortunately that's not gonna be on the recording. However, speaking of the recording, I'm gonna call it there. So guys, as always, if you happen to like what you see, or catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, do put the paper, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just a select few here and there. Getting stuck on a log. Both of these chains. Anyway guys, with that being said, until next time, take care. Peace.